Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between, it's me and Bailey today, and we are out in the middle of nowhere. We followed the backyard pond up, and we have arrived at this. This little beaver dam was formed in the spring, and when I found it and fished it, I could not miss. I mean, I was absolutely crushing it here. I had a Ned rig, and that's all I had with me when I found it because I was up here doing something else. And with all this rain we've had over the last couple days, it is pretty well washed out. I mean, I know it's still there, and when I tried to run the boat across it, there wasn't enough going over the top to bottom out the boat. So I got the boat parked, just off camera. And we got our standard issue equipment, which happens to be a Ned rig and a worm, as well as a inline spinner. We got some neighbors rocking out, and it's not that they're close, it's just that everything echoes through here. This is a big valley. If you look this way, you can see the pond kind of goes out and around the corner. And up further, I don't know if we're technically on the golf course or on the backside of the state park, but either way, let's get some lines. Oh, we got a line out already. Standard bobber and worm setup. Because who knows what could be up here, to be honest. This area has only been fished by me. Nobody's ever come up here and fished before. So I don't want to say it's virgin territory, but it's my territory. And there is a little current flowing through here. I'm hoping that Beaver Dam created a funnel for these bass. I did pick up a bass trolling on the way in with the inline, and I think that's what we're going to hit on first. Uh, Surprised nobody's up in here. It's Friday as I film this. If you're watching it after the fact, thanks for watching it after the fact. But sometimes I make the real thing is here not to throw the inline across the entire swamp. Baby Cass. I did pick up a fish on the way in, just a little tiny largemouth. And just like that, the name of this broadcast should be Snagged in the Trees. Oh, we got it. Something just jumped right over there. Not sure what it was. Not sure if it was a fish. Not sure if it was some kind of animal. Hey, shout out to the two people up in here. Hope you guys are having a great day. We're fishing a beaver dam out in the middle of nowhere. If you want to jump in that chat section and let me know what you're up to, how my video quality is. We're out here working on 1 bar of LTE light. But you guys are on the tripod, so I'm hoping it looks all right. Dang. Third cast. We're 2 for 3. Oh, we we got it back though. Hey, we're not doing so hot. I think I'm just barely tossing it. You know what? We're gonna try a little different game plan here. We're gonna set that guy down gently. We're gonna come around here. Hey, are you guys coming or what? There you are. This is what was absolutely crushing them the last time I was here. You can see my mode of transportation is my little John boat there. And I'm not throwing up gang signs. I'm trying to get y'all to follow me. This is what I was crushing them on in the fall. This is what was absolutely killing it. Was just a Ned rig, and I like this with the bait caster because I think I can throw it a little better. I don't have to trying to wing that rooster tail across the lake, and I'm getting caught in trees. This this is a different monster. We're planning to let this sit near on the bottom and just kind of jig it around in that hole. The hole itself isn't overly that deep. Maybe before the dam it was probably 6 feet or so. Now we're probably closer to about 8. But to be honest, the dam pretty well washed out. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I don't have my mic on today, so I'll try to use my big boy voice. We'll fish this spot for a little bit. We also got a worm out. But if I'm throwing this way, I'm kind of throwing with the current, which isn't what I like to do normally. Can't be that much current though, because my bobber isn't moving like at all. Hey man, I appreciate you. Always like my tea drinking friends. Just don't impose more taxes on us, right? That's how old I am, bro. 1800 Boston Tea Party references. Hopefully y'all here for it. No, we don't need the British to put taxes on us. We could just do it ourselves, right? I don't know what you're thinking. You're like, put that dog down. Let it be a real dog. She would be on the ground for all of 3 minutes before she gets freezing cold and whines like hell for me to pick her back up. Plus, if I put her on the ground, I lose my sense of my heating source. I think we finally got the range dialed in. I think the plan for this is just to slow swim that soft plastic, let it sink, and then slow spin it. Something came up, gave me a nibble there. You know, it's not all about dragging that. We're a little bit long. We might chop our worm down. But it is absolutely a beautiful day. Ain't nobody around for miles. Thick brush. I am probably the only person who has fished this body of water in the last 50 years, which is awesome. Hey, Thunderbolt, another UK kid. What's up, buddy? Hope you're having a good day over there. Just out here in the middle of nowhere, me and the dog, trying to fish some new water and hopefully have a fish. Caught one trolling up through the deeper part of the pond. I was hoping this little dam here created like a bottleneck. Big old elk, guys. You missed it. Huge, huge elk. I hear him crashing through the bushes. I don't know if you guys can see him over there. He's just running off. Sorry. Let's go find him. I don't know how glitchy we are, but I heard something. Oh, they're in the pond now. They're just off camera, about 150 yards that way or so. That was pretty awesome. We get a lot of deer where I live, but we don't get a lot of elk. So that was something kind of different. That's the best part about being outside. You never know what you're going to find. There was probably two bulls, and I heard something moving through the brush. Sounded like a freaking bulldozer, to be honest, because elk are these huge, magnificent creatures. And we get a lot of deer where I live. I'm pretty used to seeing deer all the time. However, I'm definitely not used to seeing elk. So for me, that makes the whole trip out here worth it. Fishing at this point is just kind of secondary. Um, there's a couple houses actually, about a mile or so that way. So I'm going to try to keep my voice down out of respect. Because, well, I think I'm allowed to be here. I'm not 100% sure. That was pretty cool. An elk find is every bit as much fun as catching a big fish. And there were 2 to 3 massive bulls. I mean, elk are huge creatures, probably, 12, 1,500 pounds. We are snagged up in some bushes. I'm trying to get my little inline free so I can go ahead and keep an eye on that. Yeah, Thunderbolt, we're working on it, man. Just found some massive elk, which is a win. Trying to untangle our little lure here. Throw the inline around. Maybe we'll go back to throwing that Ned rig. Still totally stoked about those elk. Sorry you guys couldn't get a good view of them. It was pretty brief, but I heard them moving through, and they sounded like a like a wrecking ball, just plowing over brush, and then splashed into the water. We're gonna switch it up. We're gonna try this little inline spinner. See if we can't get something to bite. Not throwing up gang signs. I got this pant. I'm always trying to do better. I'm an amateur YouTuber at best. I got lucky on a viral clip, and that's where most of my audience came from. But I'm trying to get better. Normally I have a mic, so my voice sounds a little more clear, and I'm working on a tripod now that kind of tracks my motion. Sorry, we'll keep it. Nobody cares about YouTube, right? Let's shut the hell up and catch some fish. I'm here for that. There's a little beaver dam off to the that way, and hoping I can hook up. Got him. I knew there had to be fishies in there. There you go. Nice fat fall bass. Come on. 7 people up in here. Who else is catching bass in virgin ground? Well, I can't say it's virgin. I fished up here one other time, but I'm pretty much the only guy who has. Guaranteed. We gonna get this treble out of him. We're struggling a little. He really got a hold of it. Nothing to write home about, but Fall's babies are, he's fat. He is a healthy looking, largemouth bass. Hit that like button. Let's go. Name him Paul. Paul the largemouth bass. And everybody knows winter's babies are spring's giant. That guy was feeding pretty good, which tells me the food supply up this part of the pond is doing pretty well. So I'm stoked. Let's get it. 3 people, 0 likes. Come on. Who else is catching fish live? Unless I'm glitching out, which may be a possibility. We'll see how it goes. Enjoy going live. It gives me a good chance to talk to new people. The problem with going live is I never know my quality, you know? I don't know if it just looks like hell the whole time or if it All right, Thunderbolt. Good seeing you, kid. Have a good day, man. Be safe out there. And just like that, I cast over my own line. Thing about creek bed fishing is it's always a mess. You know, it's always always a mess. You're always snagging your lure. But damn if that don't look dramatic, right? Like, oh, it's a big one, boys and girls. Hit that like and subscribe for more fishing action. Just kidding, we're stuck in the bushes. But I think I can get it. You know, I'm happy we got that little one. Little ones are nothing to write home about. But hey, at least we're catching fish. And once you've gotten skunked the last 2 times, a fish is a fish. Saw those elk earlier. Beautiful day to be out in the woods, man. Did an old fashioned hook set on the bottom. Snagging on everything that we can possibly snag on. we all move this way. A little bit of a larger part of the pond. And just like that, we throw into the bushes. Tangled up like hell. Can we get it? Okay, we got it. Nothing says exciting like trying to fish a creek in the middle of the woods when your dumbass only remembered to bring one lure. But we got other poles with Ned rigs. We got a worm out working as well. Trying to just kind of cast down the line here. Drag it back against that current. See what we can't do. But what's exciting about this is nobody's fished here. I mean, nobody ever. Like, you're like, oh, how can you say that? You don't know. And I guess you're right. But I'm pretty big in my local fishing community. And if somebody had fished here and actually caught fish, there'd probably be more people here, right? Everybody'd kind of be talking about it. We are decorating Christmas trees. Anything more nerve-wracking than when your lure's snagged in an alder and it's fixing to fly back at your face at 45 miles an hour? Beginning to think that's like this content's norm. Like how we're probably gonna, ooh, we got it. We got it. All right. That sure as shit. I was gonna lose my little $1.25 lure, but success. And I know my knot's pretty good because I just. All right. Well, since we don't have anybody really up in here anyways, let's switch it up. I'm out here because I want to do some bushcraft. Uh, you know, I don't think I'm gonna do it live though, because I don't have I don't know my quality of video. You know what I'm saying? If I was sure about the quality of the video and I wasn't all pixelated out, I'd go ahead and do it live. But it's hard to do live bushcraft if you live in the middle of nowhere. Maybe if I had like a signal boost, but in this particular spot, we're working with some LTE light, and it's just not what I want to do. So, well, you know what? I'm not done fishing. I'm out here to shoot a bushcraft video, survival shelter. I set a light goal, and that's probably coming out tomorrow. This live was just going down. This live was just kind of to showcase this beaver dam and fishing, and we got one. I mean, I'm gonna call him a quarter of one, but it was a fish nonetheless. I can't resist. I mean, I'm here now. I got this other video to shoot. It's coming out Sunday. Uh, 24. Now we're not doing a survival. We're just doing a shelter build. It's one of my favorite hobbies. If you're new here, you can check out some of the other videos. If you're brand new and you want to wait for the freshest content, stop by and or swing through in a couple days, and we'll have that video out for y'all. Hey, shout out to the 5 people up in here. You guys want to take a look around? Check it out. There's a little beaver dam right there. This connects out into the forest a little bit more. Head the other way. Hopefully that's not too pixelated. I never know on these lives. I'm trying to do better. If I can figure out how to get better quality footage while live, I will. But right over there is the state forest and golf course. If you go not that far, maybe a half a mile or so, boom, you're on the golf course, back 9, fancy people in polo shirts. And if you go, and that's where I want to build my shelter. I want to build a survival shelter out there. Here in the Pacific Northwest, more specifically out at the coast. We don't get a lot of big forests, so this is kind of what we got. Hemlocks, pines. It's going to be hard to get the roofing down. We might cheat a little, use a tarp. But with that being said, survival shelter coming Sunday right over there. If we troll this way, my backyard pond is about a mile and a half down there. And that's where I do my live fishings most of the time, is in the backyard pond. And if you guys want to come check those out, I'm live like twice a week. But we're here now, so let's fish this. Right there is kind of the, can't see because I'm blocking the way. But right here is a little beaver pond. We had some outstanding rain lately. We hooked up with one little tiny bass. Before I do this, I want to take my worm and my bobber. Gotta put my chihuahua back. She's freezing. You're welcome. Yeah. Chihuahua Support Network. She's out here. She's zipped up. Chihuahua's warm. I'm gonna check the bobber. This reel definitely needs some love. It's not. I don't think I could catch a fish on that if I wanted to. I don't know why it's all tangled up or what, but. We're gonna set this guy down over here. Just on the other side of the dam. See if we can't find one of those bass going across the top. Hey, shout out to those 3 people in here. If you're rocking with this, bass fishing in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of winter, hit that like button. No, these are biting. Bullweed, anybody? No? No vegetarians in the house? Problem being either my head's getting bigger or my hat's getting smaller. Appreciate those likes, man. Mean a lot to me. Couple frogs creaking in the background. It don't get much better than this, boys and girls. Like, I almost stayed inside and watched TV today. But I didn't. I caught a fish. Easiest way to tell if there's fish around is by the bugs. If you see a bunch of bugs on the water, probably not a lot of fish around. They usually do a pretty good job of keeping that bug population down. And I know it's winter and it ain't the peak bug season, but we haven't had a hard freeze yet. So there should be bugs floating around if there wasn't some fish around eating. That's what I'm getting to. Hey, shout out to the 4 people up in here. Shout out to that guy hitting that 100 button. I appreciate you, man. Hope you guys are having a great Friday. I think this little inline might be a little too fast for what we're doing. The fish this time of year need to eat, but they're not up aggressively moving. They're usually on the bottom. So we're going to switch up our presentation. It's hard to switch modes when you've already got one on the inline. I can give the inline a break for a minute. Might move to a little deeper part of the pond. Wake up. Damn dogs, can't take them anywhere. Like I said, we can give that inline a break for a minute. We're gonna go with the Black Max bait cast 8 foot, medium heavy, Ned rig, speedtail curly worm. This is a little bigger than I normally throw out here, but it's what I had, so that's what we're doing. Let's get it. I think we just gonna swim this guy slowly. You know what the hardest part about fishing an 8 foot rod is? When the creek's only 10 foot across. makes it difficult. What's nice about it is I'm not pulling out a lot of weeds. I mean, this time of year I like to let the bait sink all the way to the bottom, swim it up a little bit, let it sink back. Try to get those fish are deep this time of year. That water is cold, and I'm trying to whack them in the head with the soft plastic. Is my plan for that versus getting them up and trying to get them to chase it. Hey, dog. You know, I mean, there's a little mist, a little fog, but I mean, we're borderline blue sky here in the Pacific Northwest. And after 8 inches of rain in the last 3 days, it's nice to be outside. Hey, shout out to the 3 people. Appreciate you. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. We just jigging that worm in the deepest part there. We're gonna make our presentation a little smaller. We're gonna drop it down. got some hey, local gamer Finley. What's up, man? We just out here in the middle of the forest, repeating ourselves and trying to catch some fish. Hope you're having a good day. Got a Ned rig, speed worm, shorten it up a little bit. Hey, gamer Finley. Thunderbolt up there is from the UK too, bro. Ah, damn it. Canada, UK, what's the difference? So here I went. Yeah, that's right. You're from like Windsor, Winslow, Win something, right? Damn it. You can. It's the internet, bro. You can be from wherever you want. Gamer family is from the UK. British drinking, tea drinking Brit. The other guy, Thunderbolt, you're from Canada. You like hockey, maple syrup, and beavers, right? Does this video make you excited, bro? Because, like, I'm totally at a beaver dam. If that doesn't scream Canadian pride, I don't know what does. Good. That's it, man. That's, like, fishing a beaver dam definitely screams Canadian appeal. If we would have seen moose instead of elk, maybe you'd feel right at home. I actually heard all Canadians ride moose to work, so I don't understand why you'd be heading to the train station later. Shouldn't you just be roping a moose and riding that thing to work? Gamer, I was running an inline, but right now I am running a speed worm, watermelon flavor, and just swim in it. But it's cold. Had one fish earlier, so one fish better than none, especially this time of year. Reason I'm fishing the soft plastic is the fish are deep, and I'm trying to do a little bit of a slower presentation. Even though I did get a hit on that inline, and we might go back to that. We also have a live worm out. We want to switch up our present. Wow, what is that? Sunshine? That never happens where I live. Like, train spotting trains. So, like, that's your thing, bro? Like, you like trains? That's awesome. What kind of trains are you like into? Sorry. Welcome to my lunch break. Hey, shout out 7 people up in here. Happy Friday. We're out in the middle of the woods. It's me and Bailey fishing a hole that's never been fished. Beaver Dam kind of flooded. Okay. That was a little cap. You busted me. I fished it one time in the spring. Absolutely crushed it. We've had a ton of rain. Decided to hop into the John boat, jump into the state forest, and fish this flooded out beaver pond. Not trying to turn this video into a mukbang unless it's for the dog. Turkey's a little pepperly. She can't handle that kind of heat, so I gotta baby bird it to her. You know what I'm saying? You know, man, I took the Amtrak from, we'll jump into that in a second, but I want to move my worm, make sure I'm actively fishing. Got the worm, got the bobber, got reverse that. Let's throw it out there. This is exciting for me because I fished here one other time, and I'm pretty sure nobody else has ever fished here. There's no trails leading here. There's no boat ramp. The only way to get here is to take a boat from where I live, a small little pond, and up into the state forest. And the water is only high enough to do this time of the year. Trying to figure out what's up with my reel. It's just needs some oil, man. The thing is stiff. But we're out. We're fishing. Can't be that deep. I mean, we must be hovering just off the bottom. I'm hoping a big old hungry bass comes through and absolutely crushes that. But they're not feeding. They're not aggressive this time of year. They're basically just sitting on the bottom. Metabolism slowed down. They still got to eat, so I'm hoping I can hook up. But we'll see how it goes. Got the worm out. I'm gonna talk to my buddy here about yeah, Amtrak, man. I rode an Amtrak from Portland, Oregon up to Seattle one time. Absolutely beautiful. It was great. You can bring your own snacks. Amtrak is like epic, to be honest. I love Amtrak. Love riding the train. They got these big double deckers where you can go up there and sit down and just vibe. It's actually far less stressful than driving. Don't get me wrong. I wouldn't be wanting to go on like a 3 or 4 day Amtrak, but just 6 7 hour ride on the train is pretty cool. We gonna switch it back up. We gonna throw an inline. That's what we had some successful on last time. Just a little inline, nothing fancy. Rooster tail number 4. Yeah, Gamer Finley. I think that's it. I think I think you nailed it. To be honest, it's all right. We got 3 other rods. Come on, there you are. Stay with me, champ. Damn, I cannot see a bloody thing that way. That sun just popped out of nowhere. Blue sky coming in. Feels good. Feels good on my old bones, to be honest with you. Frogs croaking in the background. It don't get no better than this. Come on, 7 people up in here. Hit that like button. I'm not saying you gotta subscribe. I'm just asking for a little like. It don't cost no money. I don't have super chats and I don't have memberships. Never will on this channel. I'm not trying to get rich. I'm just trying to provide a fun fishing and outdoor experience with all the people I can. We cast it over ourselves, but it's all right. We handlined it. We threw it back out. Beautiful day. I mean, look, like I haven't seen a blue sky in what feels like an eternity. Fishing a never been fished before creek. We're over here decorating trees. That's what we're doing. It missed us. Wish I would have brought a little smaller lure with me. This one's kind of big for what we're trying to do. But with that being said, we should be able to hook up something. Y'all want to go for a little walk? This creek kind of works its way through for appreciate it, gamer. Yeah, man. Thanks for thanks for swinging by. Sometimes better than no time. Let's go for a little bit of a hike if you guys are up for it. It doesn't actually involve any physical activity on your part. Just try not to get tangled in the weeds. And I'll try to keep that camera pointed the right way. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We just walking this little game trail. Hoping to find a little better part of the pond. Good news for you is the grass is soaking wet and up to my waist. Sorry, I'm sure that's pixelated as hell. But we're in a little deeper part of the pond now. Well, I wouldn't say deeper, but it's definitely wider. All right. Joys of nose hair. All right, so it's like official. We are in the middle of effing nowhere. Let me flip you guys around so you can see what we're looking at and what we're working with. That's it. That's the pond. Currently in a state forest where relatively sure nobody's ever fished. I've not even made it up this far to fish. Beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. If I can find a safe place for you guys to rest, I'll set you down. We'll get some lines in the water. Problem with this area is there ain't no flat surface. Line spinner, first cast, virgin water. Let's get it. Oh, just kidding. We are so snagged up on the brush behind us. There we go. Yeah, fishy, fishy, fishy. I know I'm not as pretty to look at. If you guys want the nature shot, let me know. You know what? I think I want to throw that way. So, I'm going to go like this. Where'd you go? Come on. There you go. I forgot a belt today. Let's go hike around in the woods without a belt. Put a 14-pound chihuahua in your coat and try to keep your pants up. It's alright, we can thug it a little bit. Actually, we're going to have to readjust. This dog does not want to go into this grass, I guarantee you that. No, fuck face. You ever wonder if your dog gives you pet names? Like, you know how you call them, like, Sir Fluffy Bottom or whatever the case may be? Hold on, you gotta get down. Stay. I think mine calls me fuckface. You know, she's probably, you know, I call her Bailey is her name, but I call her Gru or whatever pet names we give our dogs. I guarantee you that dog calls me fuckface probably 20 to 30 times a day. You guys can't see her off. Oh, maybe you can see her. She jumps up. She gets cold. She's like, you realize I'm not a lab, fuckface. We're in the middle of the forest and I'm a fucking chihuahua. Please put me back inside of your jacket. So the key is your Ninja Turtle belt, right? Put that bitch around your waist. Don't use it to hold your pants up. Boom. Chihuahua drop. And then you gotta zip them in so they know that they're left. All right, talk is cheap. Let's find some fish. Ooh, I like this. We're on. I don't know what we're on. We're on a stick. I was excited. I was like, all right. Action. Damn. Must be some debris in the water there. Excited over a grass bass. Could have been worse. Really am having a pretty good time. Pretty sure nobody's ever fished this. If you're just lurking and you want to feel like doing a stranger on the internet a big favor, let me know how the video is. You know, I'm way out here in the middle of nowhere and I love doing these lives, but sometimes it comes across pixelated and looking like a toaster. Plan for this is simple. Just shoot it right down the middle. The whole thing's maybe 15, 20 feet across. Hoping we can not weed the pond and actually hook up with the bass. Oh, we own. No, I think we weeding. Ah, stick bass. That's tough. You know, you think you're on, you think you got a good fish, and just a piece of grass. Thing is, this isn't. Most of this water isn't here for most of the year. Recent rains and flooding conditions have added a bunch of new territory to fish. And we're here for it. Let's go. There's some angry Canadians in the background there. If I could not hook my camera, that'd be fantastic. I mean, everything about this feels good. Inline's working. We'll just keep throwing some time at it. We'll see if we can't hook up. Saw a couple monster elk earlier. And with that sunshine, water temperature is getting a little warm. Wouldn't be surprised if the bass were a little bit hungry, you know? Got a high of about 50 something degrees today. Bunch of down trees just off camera there. Problem being, it's pretty grassy. Hey, if you're just getting in here, welcome to the middle of nowhere. We're out in the state forest, fishing some never fished before water, looking for largemouth and whatever else bites. Beautiful day in the Pacific Northwest. We either just got the fish of our life or a big old tree, one of the two. My guess is we just snagged a big old tree. Bum, bum, bum. Here's the question. Do I lose my lure? Fantastic. Doesn't that look dramatic, though? Huge fish, boys. Ta-da! 2-pound log. Nah, your baby stick. Kinked my line up like crazy, though. Oh, Thunderbolt, I appreciate you, man. How's my video quality, bro? Am I looking like a Pixar character? Hey, that's good news, man. I always worry about it. I don't get great phone coverage out here, so I never know. But if you're saying I look good, I believe it. Well, you didn't say I look good. You said the picture quality was decent. And that's what I was going for. Man, I keep throwing it out in the same spot, expecting a different result. We are hung up in some trees. We got it. I think we want to throw it the other way a little bit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we gave it a shot. We caught one fish. Saw some epic elk. That was pretty cool. And if you're watching this after the fact, I appreciate you. If you stuck around for the whole time, appreciate you too. Thunderbolt, uh, Courtney, hey, thank you. Thank you guys for checking out the live stream. Appreciate you. We'll catch you on the next one. Until then, go outside. It's good for your soul. Peace.